National Organization for Women, American Jewish Congress, the American Bar Association, the Mexican American Legal Association, and countless others. For the first time, all of our national, social, political, and religious groups have united in a common battle. For the first time, we have run a nationwide television advertising campaign to educate the American people. The media has accepted us onto the front pages and into their lead stories as a civil rights movement. For the first time, United States senators have courageously given voice to our call for freedom. And for the first time, hundreds of courageous and brave, active duty military personnel have come out of the closet and taken us down the freedom trail. Because you see, Mr. President, we had no choice.
That's right.
We were born this way.
Right.
We had no choice. Listen to me. We were born this way.
That's right.
God made us His children this way. And each of us here in this room bears the scars of the oppression.
Amen.
Each of us here vividly remembers the pain of coming out and acknowledging to the world that we are lesbian and gay.
Right.
Each of us know that our lesbian and gay youth are killing themselves because they believe they have no hope and that they have no dreams.
All right.
Each of us here knows someone in the United States Armed Forces who have been forced to resign in shame while only wanting to serve their country. And each of us here know the fear of walking the streets in our own neighborhoods and the fear of the new night riders who bring baseball bats to bash us. And MCC members in this room know so well that they have had to rebuild 18 firebombed churches. But out of those ashes, you built for us a future.
That's right.
Out of those ashes, you showed us the way. And so we have no choice but to continue the fight. And fight we will. Far from allowing you, Mr. President, to put us on the back burner while you deal with real issues, we will go right to the hearts and minds of this nation from now unto our freedom. You have decided not to deal with this issue by choice, but we are determined to take this issue directly to the people. We will fill the streets. We will rouse the campuses. We will fill the courts with cases. And we will vote in 1996, Mr. President. You will have to be able to. Because you see, each of us here have made a commitment.
Right.
And that commitment is not to pass on this pain to the next generation. Lesbians and gays. We will not leave this decade without our freedom. We will not be passive lesbians and gays. We will not be silent lesbians and gays. We will be fighting lesbians and gays, and most of all, Mr. President, we will be free lesbians and gays, and that is our promise to you.
wonderful old civil rights song that the African American community taught this nation.
Amen.
It's amazing. We had Bishop Leontine Kelly for the Department of People of Color last year leadership conference. She said it's amazing to travel to Japan and hear the Japanese singing, "We Shall Overcome." To go to South Korea and hear students singing, "We Shall Overcome." To go to South Africa and hear people singing, "We Shall Overcome." Tears were brought to my eyes as I sat and watched a group of people in the former Yugoslavian Republic singing "We Shall Overcome" in their own tongue. Muslims singing "We Shall Overcome." It started with a courageous group of people in this nation who had lived in slavery and knew what being at the bottom of the heap really meant, but who kept a faith alive. If we in the gay and lesbian community keep the faith alive, we're going to win. As David said, it's not over yet. In my own city, we elected a Republican mayor for the first time in 43 years. The first thing that a Republican mayor did in Los Angeles, California, was to announce his first deputy mayor, openly gay man.
All right.
For the first time in 43 years. This is what David's saying to us too. As much as we love our Democratic Party, and I'm a Democrat, that don't work for me anymore.
Amen.
Next thing that man did in Los Angeles, California, shocked us all to death. He nominated and was accepted an openly gay person on the police commission of our city. Something we have fought for 25 years. That man who was elected 5 days before he was sworn in as mayor of our city showed up at our gay pride parade, uninvited, and crawled into a car and was applauded by 500,000 people all the way down. That's a Republican mayor.
Yeah.
Watch out, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Amen. You got people like Barry Goldwater, Mr. Republican Conservative, coming out on this issue. Amen. Watch out, Mr. President. As David said, watch out, Mr. President. When the election comes up in 1996, you know, I like to think, you know, God forgives and forgets. But me? It's hard to forget. We want to say to you, Mr. President, we thank you for the good you've done. You have put more gays and lesbians in the White House and the executive branch of government than ever before. But if you stop, if you try to shut the mouths of those that you have put around you, to stop from discussing this issue and keeping them out of the loop as we discuss this problem, there is something wrong.
Amen.
And you will meet us on the campaign trail this time if something doesn't happen. I want MCC to join with the ACLU in suing what's fixing to happen. Military on notice now. We will have chaplains from the Universal Fellowship.